After a 20-year sibling rivalry, Mario and Luigi team up using synchronized super moves in their most ridiculous adventure ever. Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga. Rated E for everyone.
Fighter, mage, thief. Experience the powers of the original Final Fantasy with all new storylines and game elements. Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Dawn of Souls. Only for Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
To protect the world from devastation. To unite all people within our nation. Surrender now or prepare to fight. There's a whole new way to battle Pokemon, and it's wireless. Pokemon Fire Red and Pokemon Leaf Green are coming September 9th, each with a free wireless adapter. You can reserve your copy today and get a free pocket trainer's guide filled with hints, tips, and tricks to help you become a master of the Pokemon universe. Only for Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
Tony Hawk American Skateland, Need for Speed Most Wanted, Final Fantasy IV, on Game Boy Advance, rated E to E10.
Look, Mom, he's cute.
Yoshi's back, and now with his targeting system, he aims to please. Yoshi's Island, only for Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
Yeah, he's a man of many, many faces. He may be pink, but it's really dangerous. Every enemy he meets is another bad guy for Kirby to beat. Then he takes on their powers. Kirby! Nightmare in Dreamland. Kirby! Nightmare in Dreamland. Beating up the bad guys and taking away their powers.
Rated E for everyone.
Spyro and Crash are doing something they've never done before. They're switching worlds to take down evil. Play as Spyro and let the mighty dragon battle Crash's enemy, the evil Dr. Cortex. Or play as Crash and unleash the Bandicoot on Spyro's nemesis, the devious Ripto. 2 huge games. Spyro Orange, Crash Bandicoot Purple. Rated E for everyone.
Only in Donkey Kong Country. Leaping rhinos, giant bees, flying chimps. Only for Game Boy Advance. Rated everyone.
Frenzied, twisted, hybrid games. You turn it, it turns you. It's Twisted. WarioWare Twisted. Only for Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. Only for Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
Escape to a world of enchantment. Run with the wonders of nature. Swim in our crystal clear waters. See things you've never seen before in the complete Super Mario world. With 78 levels, it's Mario's biggest adventure ever. Now on Game Boy Advance. Come, spend time with us. Rated E for everyone.
Attention shoppers! We don't like you. We like your money, but not you. If you find us to be rude, selfish, and greedy, thank you. Enjoy your shopping.
Not fire, not ice, not even a bumblebee can impede the greed in Wario Land 4, only for Game Boy Advance.
Rated E for everyone.
After a lifetime of training, the mission begins as Samus in Metroid Zero Mission.
Mystic, microscopic, conqueror. You can use the power of the Minish Cap to get small, unlock clues, and save Hyrule. The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap, only for Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
Screaming, tag-teaming swingers. Dixie and Diddy team up with new friends to save the Big Ape. Donkey Kong Country 2, only for Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
Introducing Mario Kart Super Circuit, only on Game Boy Advance. 4 can play off one game pack. Rated E for everyone.
You think you're a hero?
Things in the light are not the same in the dark.
Help me.
She's depending on you.
The Legend of Zelda, a link to the past for Game Boy Advance, and now 4 can play.
Next stop, Hyrule!
Rated E for everyone.
Pokemon? Need pinball. There's a new way to try and catch them all. And Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire. Only for Game Boy Advance. Rated everyone.
Pluck things from the ground and hurl them at your enemies. Pluck your enemies from the ground and hurl them at your other enemies. Super Mario Advance, only for Game Boy Advance. 4 can play off one game pack. Rated E for everyone.
My name is Marche. I am a warrior in a land called Ivalice. Can you please help me destroy the crystals so I can leave?
You may call me Ritz, but you may not use my sword, spells, or magic without asking. They are dangerous. If you call, I'll explain.
Newt is my name. Feel free to call. Otherwise, I may become irritable.
The people of Ivalice are standing by to talk about Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, only on Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
Boy Advance SP. Featuring a luminous screen so you can even play in the dark. There's a rechargeable built-in battery. It plays your favorite Game Boy Advance titles. And it's compact, so it's ready to go.
When you're in trouble, call for backup. You can call on the powers of your new friends, unlock puzzles, defeat enemies, and gain new abilities in Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Rated E for everyone, only for Game Boy Advance.
Nemesis, Avenger, Hero. Outsmart Donkey Kong and bring back the mini Marios in Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Only for Game Boy Advance. Rated everyone.
Exterminating evil gives you strength. But are you strong enough to face your greatest fear? Metroid Fusion, only on Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
Only in Donkey Kong Country. Swimming gorillas, blasting barrels, runaway minecarts. Only for Game Boy Advance. Rated everyone.
Game Boy Advance, console quality gaming anywhere.
Whoa.
Whoa! Come on! We got rescuing to do!
Introducing the newest Pokemon. You, for the first time ever, you're a talking, battling Pokemon in the adventure Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Only for Nintendo DS. Rated E for everyone. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, also available for Game Boy Advance.